I scanned the coffee shop, which was mostly empty at this time of day, except for Mrs. Avery, who sat at a regular table near the door. She was a very good-natured 70-year-old woman who drank tea and read in the coffee shop every afternoon. "Oh, stop worrying. Mrs. Avery turns down her hearing aids when she's reading," Leo said. That was true, and it looked like she was already in the thick of it with a murder mystery. This one had a ball of yarn on the cover. I wasn't sure what yarn had to do with murder, but who was I to judge? Leo typed something on his phone and brought up a tab with a Santa head above a bunch of text. "Look, you can write a letter to Santa." No way. "Here, I'll read it out loud," Leo offered, then continued in a whisper. "Wishing for a dominant of your own this Christmas? Send a letter to Santa with a wish list describing your perfect dominant, and we'll share it with our Santa Doms and Domes here at Cuffed. If one of them fits your list, they'll message you back with a simple question. Have you been naughty or nice this year? It's up to you how you want to answer." "That's kind of cute," I admitted. "See? If you want to do this, I don't mind helping. You can tell me what you want your letter to say, and I'll type it out. I can even help you with the profile." I shook my head. I'd still have to respond, and Cuffed doesn't have speech-to-text. "That's why I downloaded it to my phone. I can be your speech-to-text. Hell, I'll even pay for the subscription this month as an early Christmas present. What do you think?" The chances of me meeting a guy who wasn't a tourist in Red Canyon were almost non-existent, unless I tried online dating again. Most of the people who lived here were like Mrs. Avery. I'd known them since childhood. The chances of meeting a daddy, or any other kind of dom, were even worse. "Okay, but I don't want this to be a thing we talk about every second of every day. We're just going to do a quick letter. Then I'm going to try not to think about it unless someone responds, okay?" The fact remained that even if this was the only way I'd have a chance at finding a daddy, the chances were still slim to none. I refused to get my hopes up. Leo grinned with unbridled glee. He might look cooler than me, but he was still a goof at heart. That was why we'd been best friends since we were little. "So, dear Santa," he trailed off, waiting for me to continue. God, how did one go about writing a letter to Santa to ask for a daddy? Dear Santa, I, want a daddy." Leo's fingers flew across his phone. Then he looked up at me for more. "I'm not too picky or anything. Just someone nice." Leo raised his eyebrows in obvious annoyance. "This is your letter to Santa. Santa's fucking magical. Go big or go home. Tell me about your dream daddy." It seemed like a waste of time. My dream daddy would never actually want me. I wasn't a catch like Leo. I was just an awkward spaghetti noodle barista boy who talked too much and had no sense of style. But Leo was right. Christmas was magical. What did I have to lose? It wasn't likely someone would respond anyway, and if they did, I'd just consider it a bonus. What kind of daddy would I ask for if I knew Santa would bring him to me on Christmas Eve? If I was going to actually do this thing, I might as well dream a little bit. Dear Santa, I want a daddy who will take care of me. That was the fantasy that had drawn me to Cuffed in the first place, hoping that a man like that actually existed. I still wasn't convinced one did. I want forehead kisses. Leo's grin widened. Yes. And games of footsie under the table when we go to dinner. His fingers typed quickly, and it was nice that I didn't have to worry about spelling errors. He wasn't just my speech-to-text, he was way better than that. Speech-to-text was total shit sometimes. I want my daddy to have a beard that will leave beard burn all over my body from his kisses. And I want him to kiss me when we wake up next to each other, even if I have...